Hey, this is Todd from E13. I want to give you a couple highlights of our new stuff here at Interbike. We've done a little bit of tweaking to kind of everything in the line, so a few new features on most of the new products. Big thing we've been talking about this year is wheel sets and the development we've done on those guys. This year we've added some new rims on the race level product, so we have a new machining technology on those to help reduce the weight and thereby give you better acceleration and lighter weight rim on our race level product. And those rims are on the LG1 Race, which is a new product this year for the downhill, and our TRS Race product for enduro and trail riding. And we did on the wheels this year, we had been running angular contact bearings in all the wheels, and we were super happy with the performance and the adjustability on those guys. But we ran into a little bit of some fun with a lot of people that were having just a hard time getting their head around how to tighten those guys up. So we're always trying to make things easier for the consumer. So what we have done is gone with a higher grade radial bearing now in all the wheels, and it makes it easy as far as the adjustment and basically replacement or any service on the hubs. So now tighten them down till they're tight, lock the little cinch bolt, and you're ready to go. On our cranksets this year, we've added a couple new features. With the direction we've seen enduro riding going closer and closer to downhill, we wanted to actually increase the strength a bit on all of our products. So what we did on the cranks themselves is a little bit of a tweak to the interface, so our P3 Connect polygon, and changed that just a bit as far as how the parts, the angle of the interface, and we've been able to increase the strength of the crankset as far as the ultimate load, about 18% over the previous version, and didn't take a weight hit on those guys. We've also added some cool little stickers, some clear covers you can put on the crank arms. So if you're running the fat shoes and out in the dirt, you won't rub all your logos and anodization off, on the first ride. And we also are continuing with our P3 Connect, so the 1-bolt connection for the chain rings. So you're able to have a 28 to a 38 size ring on either the LG1 downhill cranks or on the TRS race cranks. And with the same interface as our BB tool, you're able to pull that bolt off, change them out, and put the right size ring on there. New one this year, we've got some new cool stuff we're excited about. We have been testing this for a couple seasons now, and we're launching a Sealant product. We're calling it Tire Plasma, and it's got cool little oxy platelets in the mix. And basically how this functions is it's an acrylic resin-based mix, so super inert, won't react with your tire or aluminum spoke nipples, the rim tape, any of that stuff. You won't have any issues there. Completely water soluble, so if you eventually do have a problem where you have too big of a cut in your tire and have to put a tube in, you can basically not be worried about dumping a big pile of latex or crazy neon colored stuff on the side of the trail. Pour this out, you can dilute it with your water out of your Camelback and not feel bad about it. And the formula works. Basically we have small particulates, which we're calling oxyplatelets, in the mix, and when you get a puncture, the sealant carries the particulates out to the puncture, and then similar to how your platelets kind of clot your blood when you get a cut, they'll seal up the puncture, and typically in about 4 seconds, we're getting the tire to seal up and stop losing air. One other thing, in combination with our new tire sealant, we are launching a cool new little valve stem. So another one of those little things that's always irritated us. Every valve stem you get your tire all seated up, everything taped up, you're all ready to go. Throw the air in, seat the tire, and then you hear the psh at the valve stem. So we've actually redesigned the valve stem now. We have a new alloy valve stem that basically has 2 sections to maintain strength and some soft little rubber co-molded features that basically you can push through the rim, roll down hand tight, and it'll give you a really excellent seal. And the big thing we've really changed this year is all of our plus level guides. We've basically done a rework on the complete line. So we've added new plastics on the LG1 and TRS guides that are solvent resistant, so you don't have to worry about using any solvents with mineral spirits or different bike washes, any of that stuff, you're not going to have any issues there and have the plastics react, become brittle, and then fracture when riding. We've added more adjustability to the guides, so all the ISCG slots are larger now to adjust to different frames, and then we've actually reduced the overall footprint of the guide so that you're able to fit it on more bikes. The LG1 guide now comes with a removable lower roller, so you can customize that to the different courses. This year, the LG1 and the TRS guides will come with 3 different bash guards. So we'll have a cute little 30 tooth for enduro and smaller chainring sizes. And we'll also have a 34 and a 38. So you'll be able to basically customize that to maximize your ground clearance. One thing that we've kind of run into with a lot of the racers, like how can we reduce the noise and make the guides more silent and roll better? So what we've done this year is on the upper sliders, they'll now have a co-molded process on there. So the internal portion of the slider, so anywhere the chain can come in contact with the plastics, there's going to be a softer durometer rubber co-molded in there. And basically that will be absorbing all vibration and the noise off those guys. Coupling that with our lower roller, we have a new lower roller, our new Generation 2 Stealth roller, which has been based on the technology that we debuted a couple seasons back on our dual guide. So we've added a softer rubber, smaller diameter roller, which is super silent. So with that combination of 2 items, you're going to have basically the most silent downhill guide you've ever run. We have moved the XCX guides, which were just the upper only, into the TRS range now. And we actually consolidated the number of guides. There's kind of 5 different standards if you look at everything on those guys, and it was really confusing for shops and distributors and basically everybody. So we've kind of pushed those together into a couple different products. So you'll always have a seat tube mount that'll come in the box, and then that'll adapt to either the E3 or the high direct mount.